children, due to some problem, the video got stuck in between. So I'm continuing from fertilizer and manure again. This is our part 4 of crop production and management. The same continuation is going on for manure and fertilizer. So as I said, manures are nothing but organic matter. They are organic matter means they are made up of organisms. जैसे मैं आपको बता रही थी, peels of vegetables, remains from the gardens, leftover fruits or rotten fruits, vegetables, sometimes some dead bodies of animals or some insects, they all are mixed together in a pit and made up into manure. It gets decomposed into manure. Decomposed का मतलब होता है बहुत छोटे pieces में बन जाना. हम उसे हिंदी में सड़ना भी कहते हैं. वो सड़ जाती है चीज़ें, उसको हम डिकम्पोस्ट कहते हैं. मतलब अगर इतनी बड़ी कोई चीज़ है तो उसके छोटे छोटे पीसेस हो जाना, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज डिकम्पोजिशन. ओके, दिस यू शुड रिमेंबर. नाउ व्हाट, let us read this paragraph. Manure is an organic substance obtained from the decomposition of plants and animal waste. Farmers dump plant and animal waste in a pit at open places and allow it to decompose. The decomposition is caused by microorganisms. जो microorganisms हैं वो ही हैं जो इन बड़ी चीज़ों को छोटे छोटे टुकड़ों में तोड़ देती है. The decomposed matter is used as organic manure and we can use it very easily, can be made very easily in the field. There's another thing which we call as fertilizer. Fertilizers are chemicals. They are not made in the field. They are chemicals. They are rich in particular nutrient, particular, not all. Fertilizers are produced in factories. Some examples are given here, very important, and these are the difficult words also side by side. You can keep on marking. So urea, ammonium sulfate, superphosphate, potash, NPK, the full form is nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. They all are grown or made up in the factories. The use of fertilizers have helped farmers to get better yield of crops such as wheat, paddy and maize. But excessive fertilizers have made the soil less fertile. Fertilizers have also become a source of water pollution. Therefore, in order to maintain fertility of the soil, we have to substitute fertilizers with organic manure or leave the field uncultivated or fallow in between the two crops. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा इस्तेमाल अगर केमिकल्स का होने लगे तो वो सबके लिए हार्मफुल है. एज यू हैव कम टू नो दैट फर्टिलाइजर्स आर मेड अप ऑफ केमिकल्स, तो ये प्लांट्स के लिए भी हार्मफुल होने लगा है. तो इट्स बेटर वी स्विच ऑन टू मैन्योर एंड स्टॉप यूजिंग द अमाउंट ऑफ फर्टिलाइजर्स, एंड इफ वी कैन नॉट देन वी कैन ग्रो द क्रॉप्स आफ्टर every 2 to 3 months or after a proper gap, so that when the field is kept uncultivated, microorganisms उसमें अपने आप grow हो जाएंगी and it will give nourishment to the soil. The use of manure improves the soil texture as well as the water retention capacity and it replenishes the soil with nutrients. जिस तरह से हमें packaged food, पर्टिकुलरली ऑल सॉर्ट्स ऑफ जंक फूड्स हमें हमारे लिए खाने को मना करते हैं, फ्रेश फूड, बैलेंस्ड डाइट, फुल ऑफ न्यूट्रिएंट्स हमें खाना चाहिए, दैट बिकॉज इट इज़ नॉट हार्मफुल. सेम वे प्लांट्स आर ऑल्सो टू बी प्रोवाइडेड विथ मैन्योर एंड नॉट विथ फर्टिलाइजर्स. देर इज़ वन मोर मेथड which is called as crop rotation. This is a very important point which you should remember. Another method of replenishing the soil with nutrients is through crop rotation. This can be done by growing different crops alternately. मान लीजिए ये हमारा फील्ड है, इसमें अभी 6 months के लिए, for say 6 months, I have grown, say for 6 months I have grown wheat, and then after harvesting or cutting the wheat, I can grow groundnut. Okay, so what I am doing, I am shifting the different, or I am using a different crop. And again after 6 months I can grow wheat, and again after 6 months I can grow groundnut. So like this there will be crop rotation, groundnut. And this crop rotation helps the soil to replenish. Why and how? Groundnut is a legume and it allows the rhizobium bacteria to live in its roots, which is a microorganism. And this microorganism enriches or replenishes the soil. It gives nutrients to the soil. That's why if we do crop rotation, it is also good for the soil as well as for the plants. So in my next video, we will be reading about the difference between the fertilizer and manure, and in this video I had already marked the difficult words in between and I told you some answers also. So stay tuned, keep studying, keep evolving, try to find out new ways, try to do the activities given in the book by yourself, and be a small farmer, a little farmer. Thank you and stay tuned.